Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everyone. Thank you Dr. Salamia for being here today. We are excited to be presenting on vacuum drying equipment. Whether you are here because you are already familiar with this equipment or you are curious to learn something new, we hope you find the next few minutes insightful and thought-provoking. Before we dive into the main content of our presentation, I'd like to take a moment to introduce the talented team behind this work.
Hi, my name is NURUL binti SHAMSURI and my student ID is 2024-974447.
My name is Hafiza binti BAKAR and my student ID is 2024963445.
Hello everyone, my name is NAZIRA binti KHAIRUDDIN. My student ID is 2024905407.
Now, I would love to introduce our topic, which is drying equipment. So first of all, the purpose of drying equipment is to remove moisture from materials and reducing the water content to a safe or desired level. This process can help to preserve the product, reducing weight and improve handling properties. Drying equipment is very essential in various industries, including food processing, pharmaceuticals, chemicals, textiles, and agriculture. Other than that, drying equipment also can preserve and improve shelf life. For example, it removes moisture, which inhibit microbial growth, preventing spoilage and extend the shelf life of perishable products. So why do we need to remove the moisture? It needs to be removed as it can lead to changes in material properties and can impact the final product's quality. So, a controlled drying process is desired to ensure uniform quality, texture and stability.
Type of drying equipment. First, tray dryer, vacuum dryer, pan dryer, freeze dryer, bin dryer, tunnel dryer, rotary dryer, spray dryer, flash dryer, drum dryer, disc dryer, and lastly, screen conveyor dryer. Application in industry. Firstly, pharmaceutical industry. Powder, peel, and active pharmaceutical ingredients that are at risk to heat can be dried by vacuum drying. Pharmaceutical items' stability, potency, and integrity are maintained with the use of this technique. Secondly, chemical industry. Resin, polymer, chemical, and pigment may all be dried using vacuum drying. It works particularly well with material that may react or break down at high temperature or in the presence of oxygen. Next, electronic and semiconductor industry. Vacuum drying is used in semiconductor production to dry sensitive electronic parts, particularly following chemical cleaning procedure. Lastly, biotechnology and life science. Enzyme, biological sample, and DNA or RNA sample that need little heat degradation should be dry.
Be exploring the basic principles of vacuum drying equipment. Understanding this foundation concept is key to building a deeper knowledge and a solid grasp of how this subject applies to industry. First and foremost, the materials are dried using vacuum dryer, which uses a vacuum in order to remove the moisture from the sample material. Next, the water boils at a lower temperature when a vacuum is formed because the pressure being reduced. Consequently, water will evaporate more quickly and the heat transfer becomes effective. This hence will cause the drying rate significantly increases. Next, we'll be discussing the advantages of vacuum drying equipment and how these benefits can make a meaningful impact. First and foremost, this vacuum dryer is easy material handling. And vacuum dryer also electrically heated hollow shelves over large surface area for effective heat transfer. Vacuum dryer also can dry at the desired temperature by supplying hot water. Last but not least, this vacuum dryer appropriate for drying heat-sensitive materials.
Now, I would like to state and explain the limitations and disadvantages of vacuum dryer. So first, vacuum dryer has a high initial and operational cost. Why? This is because it requires a vacuum pump and a sealed chamber, making them more expensive to set up than other dryer methods. Next, the maintenance cost can also be high due to the complexity of the system, especially for a large-scale industrial applications. The second disadvantage of vacuum dryer is it has the complex operation. For example, to operate a vacuum dryer, it requires specialized knowledge as the equipment must be carefully monitored to maintain optimal pressure and temperature setting. Vacuum pumps, seals and connections need regular maintenance to prevent leaks and ensure a stable vacuum, adding to downtime and operational complexity. The third disadvantage is vacuum dryer has a limited capacity. Why did it have a limited capacity? This is because of the need to maintain a vacuum environment. Vacuum dryers often have smaller capacities compared to other dryer equipment, limiting their use for a bulk processing. Although vacuum dryers are efficient for sensitive materials, the drying process can be slower than other methods like spray drying, which impacts production rates.